Well, guys, I'll say it before and I'll say it again. Okay, right now I'm recapping over the Sasha Banks versus Nikki Bella thing. She did not deserve a jobber entrance. Come on, man. Sasha is in the building. You played the whole theme song. I don't want to come back from commercial and see Sasha Banks already in the ring. You better show her more respect than that. And you got you had Nikki putting on this clinic for the majority of the match. That's fine, but when Sasha Banks, she gets rolling, she gets going, and you'll never see it coming. I'm about to watch the end of it. Oh, a quick reversal at the last second. Uh, the whole argument about whether or not did the Bellas start the revolution? No, you didn't. You didn't start the revolution. You're out there. You want everything to stay the same. You want to start on top. Since the very first episode of Total Divas, all they did was hate on Eva Marie. They were worried about their spot and stuff like that. Now you got your spot. It didn't take you long to claim it back. But there's new blood in there, and I'm sorry. No matter how good you fellas are today, especially Nikki, because it's arguable that Eva Marie is kind of better than what's that Bella, Nikki and Bree. It's kind of arguable whether or not Bree's lost a step. I'm sorry. The way you were hating on Marie, she might have your number now. I've been seeing her. She's been coming up. The divas are coming up, and everybody hating on her, saying she can't wrestle. She can't wrestle. Well, now I think she can. Even Nikki, right now, I saw her, I even saw a mistake that Nikki made. I mean, you don't want to kick a girl in the face, but she did a big move, and it was way off. You could see even they cut the camera every time a hit is made. It's a camera trick. You don't really want to hit these people in the face. This is entertainment. You can't really, punch people in the face and all that stuff. That's why the camera stayed on John Cena's nose, because it wasn't supposed to be a real, hit. But you cut the camera. Every time, the majority of the time there's a hit, you cut the camera. Because, you don't want to really see it. You don't want to really see them miss. But, you're not really supposed to hit them. Anyway, but that was a huge miss. I saw that. But it looks like Nikki's about to take this one. Oh, kick out. All right, so let's keep talking. My girl Sasha Banks, you all know how I feel about her. I went on and on and on. Sasha, I'm telling you, you are the future of this division. You got a fan base, you got a following, you got you got a finisher, you got a gimmick, you got the talent, you got the charisma. I'm gonna go on and on again. If I go on a rant about Sasha Banks, it's gonna be a good 20 minutes before I shut up. But the future of this Divas division is going to be on Sasha Banks. It's going to be on people like Nikki Lynch. It's going to be on Tamina. It sucks because the revolution really should have started with her, because she was really taking it to another level. But of course, I guess you got to market, the prettier looking girls. But now the WWE has gotten good at hiring girls who fit the supermodel type, but have the athleticism of a boss, badass, like a Sasha Banks. They are the most gorgeous women in the world, and you wouldn't blame them for being like, oh no, I'm not doing all that athletic stuff. I can just run across a runway, be a stereotypical model or whatever, right? No, they choose to bust their butts and get out in that ring. Very, very pretty ladies. So it's kind of cool that we finally found the balance. It's like, let's lean more towards the pretty side versus the athletic side. Or this one, let's just lean more the athletic side and get a person that's not marketable or whatever. Men don't really respond well to a big muscular woman and whatnot, which sucks because you had a lot of great female wrestlers over the Glamazon, for example. Real athletic woman who could really change the game. But of course, you can't market that because the guys didn't react well. They went to the bathroom every time she got out there, right? But so now they finally, oh yes, it might have been a cheat, but hey, they're bad, but they won. Sasha Banks, baby. Yeah. I even like the way she looks when she wins too. That look on her face, like she's like grateful for every moment she's out there. She's like it's like a Super Bowl victory every time she wins. Sasha Banks gives great timing, has great reactions. And okay, I just like her face. All right, guys. All right. Okay, I like her face. But everything I say about her is true. She's a boss. Okay, so all right, so I've just turned this into another Sasha Banks show. So we got all these three teams. They're about to collide SummerSlam. What's gonna happen? I'm gonna call it right now, and then I'm gonna go on to my real story. Um, Team PCB, whatever they call it, they're probably gonna take it. They're probably gonna win. I'm gonna call that right now. Paige, because Paige, whoever, I'm gonna tell you like this: whoever wins at SummerSlam will be the person who has technically started this revolution. So I'm gonna call it for Paige and them. I'm thinking it's gonna be them. I want to say a little bit. Um, well, I had a little story I wanted to talk about for uh, the Divas and everything, but I just forgot it. So I'm just gonna move on. I'm gonna just end my rant with Sasha Banks. I saw Paige and it kind of just distracted me. So I guess that's all I gotta say. Um, oh well, no. Actually, let me go on about something else. Um, you had you got these ladies. You got them trying to change the game, whatnot. I think they're making a way for Ronda Rousey. They're trying to get her into it and whatnot, make it more serious, make it more marketable. You got um, you got people like Stephanie McMahon who can, if she was to just dust off the boots again and come back for good, she would also be a big player in the Divas division. She could be a champion again. Um, Everything that's going on with the with Sasha Banks with NXT, with them making a way for all these new special ladies that are just dominating. Um, it's time for some legends to start coming back. I mean, you want to legitimize these women. Hopefully, if Eve can come back, if Lita could come back, that would be awesome, and let them get some victories from those women, and then you can really pass the torch. The Divas division, it's on shaky ground, and this is what I really want to talk about. I just remembered. I don't like the fact that AJ left. I had to feel like she had to leave because of what was happening with behind the lockers after CM Punk left to go to MMA fighting. I don't like it. They didn't have to treat her that way. She was there for a short period of time. Is she a legend? Probably not. It's too soon to call AJ a legend. She will deserve that title. If AJ comes back and makes another impact, she'll be on the road to legend status. But for CM Punk and AJ to have their rise, and they're not saying that they were with wrestling for a small amount of time, but their peak of their careers, to have that big pop that lasted as long as it did, and then to quit. You can't really put a person like that in the legendary talks because it's just arguable that you need to have done it consistently for a certain amount of time and whatnot to get every belt in a year or whatnot. It's been done before, and within a year's time. I forgot which wrestler it was, but it's been done before. So that doesn't make you a legend. That doesn't make you got on TV. You got the big crowds. They love you whether you're being a jerk or whether you're being a face. It's been done before. So what makes you a legend? I don't know. What makes you? It's a collection of a lot of things. But this whole thing about Nikki Bella and the fact that they keep reminding us about AJ Lee's reign as champion. To have Nikki Bella in non-title matches and then constantly brag about how she's about to beat AJ's streak. It's all engineered. She's the longest reigning champion, the second longest, closest to getting it. So obviously she's gonna keep the belt until she breaks that record. Difference is AJ had to put her belt on the line. It was written in the show, yeah, but she still did it. So it's arguable, legend or not, whatever. So in the end, when Nikki um, breaks that record, even though it's all, it's in the storyline, all that blah 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 blah. Yeah, fine, okay, I'll give you that. It was given to AJ, it was given to you, whatever. It's all given. Well, you guys cast a check, and there's writers, and there's a direction the company wants to go. And if you have a certain thing, they'll push your character. If you don't, you won't get pushed. Nikki, you have something now, so they're gonna push you. Yes, but half of that is you and your abilities and your skills and your popularity. The other half is them just wanting to get AJ off of that record, and you know it. You won't talk about it. The WWE won't talk about it. I'll talk about it. Real fans are going to talk about it. Us bros to WrestleMania, we're all going to talk about it. Because it's true. Everything that's being done, this is a handoff. This is an engineering. This is more than scripted. It's obvious. And it's sad. Whether you hate, love, or don't respect how AJ Lee came in and came out. Whatever you feel about AJ. I love AJ. I want her back. I want CM Punk back because he is the best in the world. And AJ is the best diva in the world. Power couple. If their return would be amazing. Get Ronda Rousey back. Get her to be the one to tug them two back in. Make a new, have them both, have Paul Heyman make the deal. Have AJ Lee become a Paul Heyman girl. Bring me some Paul Heyman girls. What they're doing to AJ's record is ridiculous. It's too obvious. It's too stupid. Shouldn't be done. Not like this. Let Nikki put her belt on the line as many times as AJ did, and then you can talk to me about breaking that damn record. It's different when you engineer these teams. You distract us with this whole Divas Revolution, and you're forgetting the fact that Nikki hasn't really defended her belt that much, and brags about being the champion all the time, on and off of Total Divas. The Revolution is important. But let's not lose sight of what else is going on. This is all hell. I'll even call it. AJ started the Divas Revolution. Now, does she deserve to be mentioned as a legend? Maybe. AJ started it. Sasha Banks, to me, is the new AJ. But she's nothing like AJ. She's her own woman. But if there's an equivalent, of an AJ, it's Sasha Banks. It is not Nikki. Nikki's just furthers along. She's just been champion for a long week. She was champion when AJ left 100-something days in already. Okay, well, yeah, it's just a couple months. We'll be able to stop talking about AJ. But they mention it every week. Then it's obvious. So you keep talking her name. You talk about somebody who's not in the room. It's called hating. You constantly bring their name up. You can't take my name out of your mouth. Then you're a hater. WWE's positioned themselves to be a hater. You're upset with CM Punk. You're taking it out on AJ. It's ridiculous. AJ Lee. If I had a choice between Sasha Banks and AJ Lee, I would probably pick AJ Lee. That's how good AJ is to the WWE. And I love Sasha Banks. And I'm a Barney Stinson guy. Newer is better. But AJ Lee wasn't finished. AJ Lee started this revolution. None of y'all in the ring did. I'm sorry. Paige, you might want to give yourself a pat on the whatever. But it doesn't matter. AJ started this revolution. That's my 2 cents. Whatever it's worth. Let me know what you think. You hate the zebra and the giraffe and the whatever background. I'm just lounging. Subscribe. Let me know what you guys think. Let's talk about this seriously. As always, I ranted for too long on this one. I love the Divas. Peace out, guys.